up in East and bring it down here when you don't necessarily have a clear way to get the pearl to where it needs to be to do what you want to do with it. I'm kind of talking around a plot point right now, but when we get there, it's going to kind of give you an answer, and you're going to kind of be like, oh, that's why they had to bring it here. But even after you've played Unica, and then even when you play through Hugo's storyline, which is very similar to Unica's story, they don't give you the full storyline as to what exactly happened or why exactly they took the Black Pearl with them until we get to the third playthrough, which I'm going to take my time when we get there because so many things are different from Unica and Hugo's playthrough that it's worth taking our time like we are with Unica to play through his that third campaign. So whereas I'm going to probably try to rush my way through Hugo's campaign because very little about it changes, I'm not going to try and rush through the third campaign because it, like I said, it's different, and it gives you not only a completely different viewpoint on the situation of what's going on, but, you know, you get a better idea of, maybe the background as to what's going on, if I remember correctly. More insight is what I should say. They're going to keep progressing up the tower here. We're, I believe, stepping into the next section, which is going to change... No, not yet. We're still going to be in this, whatever you want to describe this as, temple-esque ruin for a while. Because we got to get through here, and then we're going to fight the boss, and then... gonna be a while, I think. Like these little turds that walk around the floor. And just little, like little bugs. They're a pain in the butt. There's an enemy in Ark of Napishtim that's even worse. What's weird about East games, and I may mention this later when we get towards the end of the game, is that certain elements, like just certain things that cross over between games, they exist in such a way that they cannot be coincidence. And at the same time, like, I wonder if it's, some of the creators didn't just do this because it looked cool, Like, and we'll get there, and hopefully I'll mention it when we do. But I believe, and we're talking over the course of multiple games here, that a lot of the games sort of start to reference each other, like... If I'm not mistaken, the Ark, the game called Ark of Napishtim is referenced. Or no, Oath and Falgana references the Ark, as in Ark of Napishtim, and in Ark of Napishtim, you run into a character that essentially achieves godhood, and And the way it's essentially determined that he or she has attained godhood is that he or she grows wings, like angel wings, much like the goddesses Rhea and Fina. So they're just little things that I don't know if they're coincidental or if they're intentional, because I've only played, let's see here, book 1 and 2, Arc of Nepishen, Oath and Falgana, Origin. 1, 2, 3, this game. Oath and Falgana, or Arc of Nepishen, that would be E6, I believe. I've only played 5 of the soon-to-be 10 games that have come out in total. I've played E7. I think I even beat E7, but that's when they started getting into this weird triangle thing where they wanted to be kind of like a Monster Hunter, where you play as all of the playable, the multiplayer characters, you're playing as all of them, but each of them has like his or her benefit, like a slow, fast, piercing character, or a slow, heavy moving, heavy punching character, or a more balanced, like sword fighter character that's not really good or really bad at anything. So I hope, I'm going to apologize for some of these upcoming cuts. I don't make these jumps very good, so I'm going to basically be cutting around the fact that it took me multiple attempts to go both left and right and try to summarize them more into a single run, if you will. So I missed that jump multiple times, either because of the spikes or because I didn't double jump high enough. 5,000 SP is pretty good. It's not, particularly when you get to the end of the game, not great either. This one's a little bit more straightforward, but I kind of cheated it as well. What we're trying to do is go up, up, up. Like any good tower, we're trying to go up. I'll have a lot of time to make more videos now, I guess, provided that I feel well and I don't, get either fever, nausea, vomiting, the chills, additional coughing, nasal congestion. What else goes with COVID? But I might get so far ahead of my videos that you'll still be hearing me talk about Christmas in February. That'd be crazy. So the boots do help me stay above the sand, as I think I mentioned earlier. but it doesn't prevent me from going into the sand. It just, as long as I continue to move, I don't sink. Unica. Musica. Musica. Cha. Unica. Musica? Mucha. I don't know. I'm just calling Musica, like I said before.
I am Hugo Fact. I have rejoined the search party recently. I have not had the pleasure. It seems that quite a lot has happened. At any rate, it is good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Ah, you're the girl from House Trova then.
What are you three doing here? Well, take a look. I'd be extra bassy with his voice. At least for the next 5 minutes or so. A tiny tower? Well, that's Reindo's access. Eh?
Well.
How did you know what it was called? Only Hugo found out that himself. Oh, Unica detailed her run-in with Lady Fina. Interesting. Will I with Lady Rena go to the tower?
I think the answer is that which awaits us. Left got Lady Fina's something or other, I don't know. Was it? You seem to understand the situation more or less, so I'll be brief. Freeing the goddess is paramount of importance. I'm not going to be easy walking in there. Don't know, but there's a powerful energy emanating from the small tower. In other words, evil. Something in there strongly doesn't want us in.
I'm putting anyone in harm's way, so it's kind of at a loss. Fine, I'll go check it out. What? You gotta be kidding me. Can you hear the word I just said? The atmosphere coming off is indescribable. Can't use magic. Okay. What else can we do? We'll see if we can get through. I'll just run in, take a quick peek, and come back if it doesn't. I don't like it, but I can't really blah blah blah. Understood. Meantime, we'll contact the commander. Sounds good to me. Alright, be careful, Unica. So basically, because if you played East 1 before, I'm going to equip myself with the magical necklace that basically takes care of dark magic curses, whatever they're called. The thing that sent me back earlier in the game. And then, because that also negates the power of the evil ring, I'm going to equip the evil ring as well. Though I'm not sure if the evil ring has the same powers as it does in the first game, where it'll instantly kill me. But the blue necklace and the evil ring isn't going to cause me any problem just by equipping the two. So I'm just going to leave this as is. And then obviously the game doesn't give me any issues coming through here, and then we're going to have a cutscene. Seems poor little lost mouse has wandered in something or other. This is Zeva. You're the woman who took Lady Fina. Is she alright? My, such selfless concern for the goddess. If you must know, she is safe, quite secure. She's been given all the amenities a host I can provide, including the impenetrable magical barrier that keeps her in check. Look good at you. You look really pitiful. Pitiful? You're a decent one of your fabled priests, no? But you have no innate magic ability. Sad excuse for opponent. You are. You must feel the same one time or another. I'm sure it's a cursed life. Don't try to deny it. I have no doubt that you've been through hard times on Issa's account. You'll continue to face such challenges, quite possibly with the rest of your natural life. Yeah, maybe I will. But I took an oath and served to protect the goddess in order to protect Ys. Nothing will ever change that, magic or no magic. Oh, pitiful all you want. That's quite a rousing speech. I suppose if you're beyond temptation, there's simply no reason to continue wasting my breath here. But since you did come all the way here, please allow me to show you some hospitality. It's been rather boring guarding this lonely annex. So she's gonna summon a familiar. Yell loudly, something or other. So, you know, she's talking down to Unica at this point. So when Unica starts biting back later in the game, when they meet again, or even after this boss battle, She gets like kind of like pissy.
Like, how dare you talk about down to me like I'm some sort of worm?
Well, you know, you hit the bee or the wasp nest and you expected not to get stung, you know? So, this is the first boss that you fight in the temple in East One. I'm sure you remember it very much has this early portion where the little pillars are shooting fire. He's really easy to defeat. However, this is a much more difficult version because the pillars move and they shoot little homing beams like this. And so it's a lot of this fight is evading, not taking the obvious damage. Like, for instance, I'm so close to beating him, but I'm not going to rush in to try and finish him off because I'll just end up dying. Because these little beams would just do ample damage. This is a spot that I want to be in because if you're in the center here, these outside things can't hurt you. So I was just kind of hoping that he popped in there and I got lucky and he did. Sometimes he appears right outside of that. And usually you can hit him a little bit there. I did it. No, this can't be. How have you defeated my beautiful familiar? One of the benefits of having no magic ability, I lost practice with my trusty battle axe and my dad's sword. Maybe a mouse compared to when it comes to enchantments, but I'm the buffest, meanest mouse you'll ever meet. Impudent little bitch. Your physical strength alone affords you merit. I'll put you in your place. I guess I'll have to fight you myself.
That's enough, Steva.
What? Who's there? Lord Dalus. You are to withdraw from this location. You can have Rando's access. Yes, my lord, but do not question my orders. There are preparations being made. You mean? Yes, and I need your assistance. Come to the tower, summon immediately. Understood, my lord. I will be there post-haste. Wait. Unica Trova, was it? Next time we'll finish this. Sure, you're ready. Whatever. Why would they withdraw? It doesn't make any sense. Other than if they got the pearl. They have what they want. And now they're preparing for the ceremony to basically unleash power. Which is probably what happened. So this is the door that you need to have the evil ring on to unlock. But in this game, there's a little bit of a twist because, you know, they kind of expect you to know this. They basically don't immediately unlock this door for you just by having the ring on you. They make you do a little bit extra. Thank goodness, the seal on the entrance finally broke. I didn't know. I was so worried. It's okay, I'm glad. As soon as the barrier popped behind you, I assumed the worst. Should have known better. You are Commander Trova's daughter. Could easily shall tell Gillian what happened, though. I definitely would have preferred you didn't do that. I was watching outside and you turned... It's truly amazing. Personally, I was more surprised than anything. Oh, you a lot of good fortune, I suppose. Haha. Now we better shell in another report before anyone starts panicking. I'm sure they'll welcome any good news. In the meantime, you two should get this door open. What's wrong with the door? Well, suffice to say, it's not the sort of door that just opens. Well, too, Hugo, right? I do. Undoubtedly the source of malice. Enchantment placed upon it is strong, evil magic.
It's an evil door.
Hugo! Just as I thought, an extremely potent curse. You recognize it? Well, let's see. I am also going to walk up and touch it. Yes. Truly dark magic. That's powerful, alright. I don't know how you're standing after touching it. Truth be told, I'm not sure we'll be able to open this door. What do you mean? Put simply, you have to be a demon if you want to get in there, or at least some sort of demonic power. Absolutely positively will not open to anyone else. You have to be one of the bad guys, and Lady Fina's in there. Is there anything we can do? Well, if we had some holy water from Solomon's Shrine, or maybe if we were getting this all wrong, theoretically we got our hands on one of the enemy's artifacts, like this artifact? Something equivalent to the curse. Touch the door. That's preposterous. The curse strong enough would kill anyone who wore it. Yeah, I know, but it's a perfect solution by any means, but it's close as we got. So, I thought I could open this door because I've got the ring attached, but I'm gonna have to check on something later on, I think. Well, it's definitely in demonic nature. Look closely at it though, the design, maybe it is connected in some way. Never saw this face somewhere? You have? Actually, come to think of it, it was kind of... So, something we've both encountered. The undead sand creatures bear resemblance, I suppose. What's wrong? There are several varieties of sand creatures, and looks like the larger ones we've encountered aren't as many as the small ones, but the resemblance is undeniable. I don't remember anything like that. Maybe some new demons spawned in the main tower. Like I said, I'm not really sure if the dark ring, evil ring, putting it on is at all necessary. Presume the blue pendant, however, is. So that's why I did what I did. Now we're gonna go... I'm gonna go down and pick up some evil presence and put it in my ring. Actually, immediately died first time I tried doing this. So this is me much later after I've leveled up. Those guys were doing, I believe, like 50 damage to me. So, needless to say, between Mr. Handsies and everybody else, I was kind of effed. I also drowned in the sand once. That was pretty fun. Get our health back here. Because if I leave the room and come back, I gotta redo the red enemy encounters. So that's sort of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm also trying to eliminate the non-red enemies so I can lure the red enemies out one at a time. I'm not exactly sure why that red guy didn't see me though. Yeah, I almost died there. You see that? I went too far down into the sand and it drained my health immediately. I gotta escape and come back and do this again. So I'm just gonna quickly heal and we're gonna do that again. That's why I try to stay away from the sand when I'm fighting. Because even though, you know, you can fight and you're, you know, the Greaves legs that I have, they do help to keep you on top of the sand. You're still sinking as you fight. You gotta keep moving. Ugh. So this is basically, well, this is where I want to fight them, is on these hard blocks, so I don't sink into the stand and die again. Alright, evil ring power restored. Desired death, I shall grant it. Okay, put that on. Again, I'm not really sure that matters all that much. Putting the ring on. Kind of like everything in that second window is sort of like, hey, it's always on you, and at the same time, it's not always on you. Do. The door opened, the evil ring's power faded. It worked. Well. Not bad at all. Wouldn't be able to do without your help, thank you. Let's go inside. Lady Fina! Unica? Surprised to see you, I thought you would be dead by now. A force shield, and a powerful one at that. A force field. That's awful. Who's doing that to her? Lady Fina, are you right? No need to worry about me. Barriers only keeps me contained. Magical eye doesn't hurt me. I guess the small favors. Glad to see you. Wanted to express my condolences about Saul. Wish I had the words properly. I thank you for your concern, but it's okay. Come to terms with it. Also drove his Lothus blade. Actually had a chance to speak with my dad after that. Grabbed her ghostly encounter. Saw him. Face your weakness, that's some pretty deep shit. I don't know what it meant, exactly. Do the best I can from here on out. Unica! Hey, Unica. We've got Mage Team, now we've got Knight Team. We're all moved in. Finally caught up to you. A little late, don't you think? Yes, our apologies. We had rather major demon attack to contend with. Lady Fina, it's a pleasure to see you. Ever Holy Knight. Formalities, I assure you. Grateful to see you myself, to confirm you are all safe. More grateful than I possibly can express. Well, it's all thanks to Unica, really. She totally saved the day. Did she now? Absolutely. Not only did she take down the guardian of that strange little tower, figured out how to pass the curse door. Not really that big of a deal. No need to be modest. Thank you for everything you've done on my behalf. Hehehe. Like you've made a Lady Fina. Never. Roy, why would you ever bring that up? You mean to tell me there's absolutely no way to break the barrier? That's enough. Delia, calm down. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, I'm just say it won't be easy. It'll take a considerable amount of time just to study and figure out how it works. No way to speed up the process? Afraid not, Hugo's right. If we rush this, there's a strong possibility Lady Fina will be harmed. The only person that can do this. Is there something the matter? Oh, don't mind me. Lady Fina, is there anything we can do to help you while you're there? What do you mean? I mean, you came to this tower for a reason. Sure, things are getting crucial. You were worried for us. You kept a lot to yourself. I understand you don't want to go in any detail, but even so, there must be a way we can help you do whatever you came to do. Unica, with all due respect, Lady Fina, I believe Unica speaks for all of us. Meager though our abilities are, knights wish to assist you in any way possible. As do we just follow the orders you give without question. Alright, thank you. All of you. Maybe it is best I tell you everything. It pains me to speak of this. Fina. Of course, whatever you wish, milady. Where do I ever begin? I guess it should start with the root of all the problems. As you know, last several years he's been perpetually invaded by ransacking demons. You may not know, however, is the reason behind the attacks. Believe it or not, Black Pearl's Clariton metal is to blame. What? Can't be serious. But the Black Pearl and the Clara have been... How are they possibly responsible for each other? Saying those Outlanders aren't at fault for this? Well, they're involved now, certainly, but they're expert blah blah blah. Not responsible for the demons themselves. Ubisoft goes to the Black Pearl, which inadvertently spawns Malevolent Force. The demon essence. Hard to put it in words, but think of it as malicious will, the very essence of demonism itself. The Black Pearl spreads magic ability far and wide, so it does this malevolent energy. As it spread, it distorts Earth, twisting, reshaping, and taking beyonic form. Pretty serious. That way, blah blah. Here itself was created by the Black Pearl, after all. Presence in the ground was amplifying these distortions, spreading it even farther. That's why the demons seem to be spawning in greater numbers with our Clara. Sealed away, cut off from Pearl's influence itself. I didn't get the part about the demons, but what about the Outlanders? What do they have to do with all this? I know the answer. I'd like to know the answer to that. Their timing was too convenient. Unfortunately, I do not know the whole story myself. I'd say it certainly do not. Whereas Dallas hopes to be complete control of the Black Pearl and give it shape, make it somewhat perfect. Tower is an ideal location for such a thing. Not even sure what to say. Also crazy. What is it, Unica? Well, Dallas is after Black Pearl, then why did you bring it here? Aren't you putting it directly in line of fire? Mind your position. I'm sorry. I don't know your right to ask. Our intent, for better or worse, is to seal the demonic essence away within the Pearl. The only method remaining to get rid of it. After some deliberations, Rain and I made the decision to bring the Pearl here. I guess people had known about it. They probably would have tried to stop you. Answer your question to disappearing without telling anyone. Makes no mistake, however, Unica's absolutely correct. We took the tremendous risk by taking the Pearl. They're taking the enemy, getting at it. Ultimately, my request for you is simple. I'm simply incapacitated here, so I ask you to safeguard Rhea and the Black Pearl. Without question, just leave it to us. Well, I guess our course is clear. We need to go over Lady Fina and get rid of the barrier. We should discuss this with Father Shinon. Blah blah blah. Must allow you to give ceremony be simplified. Our current setting. That'll be fine. Continue. This day forward, you shall be a knight. Oh. To accept the title and responsibility. Yes. Be my honor. Congratulations, Unica. Guess we're on the same rank now. Now that you've attained knighthood, your duties will be far more numerous. Don't worry, so I won't let you down. An eye on your progress. Surely you have performed above and beyond the call of duty. Cleverness, braveness is allowing us to be... Thank you much, Commander Unica. You did. You fulfilled your promise to us. Be here present. By the way, congratulations. You earned it. Worry about more sick. Be more worried about you now. Like a sister, after all. Try to not put yourself in undue danger. Yes, milady. Holy Knights resume their search. Unica attained the rank of knight, beginning her journey up the tower once more. Now we have a knight. Now I'm a knight. I don't get anything extra. I don't get any bonuses or none of that fun jazz. I just get this amber key, which allows me to continue my search. Enough time, we're gonna get Lady Fina out through a holy night. Be awkward, crazy ceremony. Stickler for tradition. Congratulations, your performance here has been inspirational. I would agree. Of course, the level up system helps.